Hi guys, welcome back to the Back to Basics challenge. Right, off camera, I did a bit of PVAing on this cover. I saw all you've missed. It was a bit, what do you call it, a bit peely. Some of the paper was getting a bit flimsy looking on the back, so I thought I'd better give it a bit of a coat, and also the front as well. Some of these little flower bits were peeling off a little bit, but yeah, all I've done is just give it a light wash of watered down PVA, and I think it's done the job. It'll be fine. Now here I've been playing with the mark making stuff. Now don't laugh, I pulled out this from the kitchen. It's left over from Christmas, still up, it's still got a smell to it. I thought of using the orange and the cinnamon roll and also the pepper, but I was a bit worried about the pepper in case it's still got a bit of spiciness to it. So yeah, I think it'll just go back up on the peg. But yeah, I have been using the cinnamon stick, but it didn't really leave much of a mark, to be honest. You know, the mark making that I have been doing, the sponge and the roller is fantastic, and also trying to get a bit more blendability out the chalks. If you do too much scrubbing with a chalk, I think it leaves the lines, but if you do it lighter, it does blend a little bit better. Right, now what I've done is use the markers to do this. Now these are brush markers, they're not felts as such, but the nib isn't like a brush, so you know, it's not like really juicy. So I think even though you might just be using felt tips or highlighters, you'll still get the good sort of amount of ink coming out the pen, I suppose you might say. But this is, you know, a brush marker. I didn't want you to think I was using felt, you see. So I thought, right, I mean, oh, it's all over my fingers now and all over my nails. But yeah, I shouldn't really be messing with them, to be honest. They're for brush lettering. But yeah, my fingers are going to drive me mad now with all the ink on, but never mind. Right, now, uh, all I did was just finished off using the roller, just did a little bit, but you know, I think it's looking okay. I don't want to really put too much on, but what I want to do now is get this stuck down. And I was going to stick the flap down at first, but then I realised that I thought, no, the flap isn't really that strong, so I'll use the back instead. We'll stick the back down, and then at least I know it's in then, and then that way I can judge how much room I've got left in that channel, you know, in that gusset to get another signature in. You know, we might be able to get another 6 pages. That makes me laugh. It's like dog print, paw print. But yeah, so we'll get some glue on there, stick it down, take it from there. We'll leave that flap at the front because, you know, we'll probably cut that off. But yeah, we'll get some, the stick glue on. I'm not going to use the wet glue because it's not thin paper. If it was thin, if it's just copy paper, then I probably wouldn't use the wet glue because you know, it is a bit too flimsy. You know, it makes the paper buckle. I don't like it. So yeah, I'll just use that glue stick. Yeah, I can see how I've got it in. Just judging where you stick it will determine how much of a channel you've got, you know, left. I mean, it might, you know, I might have to like bring the cover up to the signature and then we'll see where it stands. It'll work, I think, though. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. And then we can just carry on working with the journal and we'll wait for it to dry. What we'll do is just give it a chance to stick. I mean, I think looking at it, I think we will have plenty of room to put that further sort of signature in there. So yeah, I think it'll be okay. Yeah, that's good. So what we'll do then is we'll work at the back because I've been printing at the back, haven't I? The way I've put it in. So yeah, we'll get the original cut out. I think I've got another pile of different flowers here that I've been working on, because I've been cutting out bits and bobs, just all sorts, just to see what can blend in with what. But yeah, the other bits are in the other folder. Yeah, that I think will turn into a pocket, like an envelope, pocket flip out flapper envelope. I don't know yet though. I don't know which way to do it though. It might look better the other way. I don't know. With the text on the outside, because I do like that text. Yeah, that seems a bit better. Can't read the text, but I'll leave it out and we'll take a look at it a bit later on. Now, the original flower that I cut out, I did that on camera. I tore it out the book. I think it's a bit too busy for the actual page, so I think I will go back to this other one because the flowers are a bit more defined. We'll get some chalk on it, see if we can get some kind of distressed edge. It's not that important because there's not a lot of white showing on this. It's only if there's like a lot of white, it does look a bit sort of sticks out a bit too much, If you are using a thin piece of paper and it won't ink, put it up against a bit of card, and then that'll help you do it. I know why it's not inking. It's because it's shiny. We need to get get a bit of a edge on it on the paper. I think we'll use my foil. I have got a block. I was looking for the block, just couldn't find it. But this is like just a normal nail file. Yeah, I think that's took the edge off a little bit, and we might be able to get a bit more colour on it instead of it being so white. This one's not so bad though. It's not as bad as the other. And I think the actual coating on the chalks, I think it's probably got a bit of something in it, so it doesn't blend very well. Because obviously you don't want it going on your fingers, do you? But yeah, that's working. That is. So yeah, we'll blend it in and see. Yeah, it has took it down a little bit. It's not really dark, but it's better than white. Same as that one. You can really see the white bits on there. There's too much white. That's probably why it's put me off. But it is a bigger, there's a lot of there's too many flowers on it. I think the flowers being small and quite busy on that background that I've got, I think it's a little bit too much. So I think the bigger flowers, I think, look a bit better. But this one will come in for something else. I'm just seeing if that chalk does actually make a difference. It does. Yeah, and we'll do some on there as well. We'll get some of the dust, like you do when you're embossing and you conserve the powder. Yeah, it's actually worked better on that because I think I sanded that down the other day. Yeah, so that's took that down a little bit as well. I mean, it wasn't white; it was the colour of the paper of the book, but it does look better, I think, instead of shiny. I think it's took the shine off. That's what it's mainly done. We'll get these stuck down. The bigger pieces I'm just pritting. I'll keep saying Prit because that's what I've got over here, Prit stick. But whatever you've got, use. Yeah, so stick that down. And then what we'll do with the flowers, we'll get some glue on the back of these. Need to put a little bit of a bead on there, I think, because I haven't quite got enough glue on it. I mean, if you haven't got a little glue bottle, use a cocktail stick or something like that, to get the glue on. If you've got to put a little bit of glue in a small place, use a cocktail stick. That's not sticking. It's because it's shiny. Right. So that's worked anyway. So that's got that down. Now we'll get that flower on. And what we'll do is we'll put the bead around the edge. But like I said, if you've not got the BD one, you know, the small nib, small opening, needle, I think they call it needle point, you know, needle opening or whatever it's called. Use a cocktail stick and then use your Pritt or your clear glue or whatever you've got, whatever you're using in the middle. Stick it down. I mean, if you've got a small flower, you can always do the glue on the back of the hand trick. I'll show you that one with the next ones. Yeah, I think that's worked really well. I mean, tacky glue, that is good for, you know, but I'm not, I haven't got tacky glue on my bottle. I've only got PVA in my little bottle. So right then, we'll move on to the next page, I think, and we'll see what we can do. I mean, I might put another bit of wordage or something on that, you know, the other side. I'm not sure yet though. I think we'll leave it for now and come back to it when it's all dry. Might do a tuck spot or a little pocket, or I don't know, might trim a little bit off the top to make a tall journal card opening, that kind of thing. Yeah, we've got some here that I've cut down already. That was just the wrong way around. I don't know why I put it like that. I must have thought I was going to use the floral bit. But yeah, what we'll do here now is we'll just stick these down, and then we'll make a tuck spot, I think, on maybe the top corner or the bottom corner, I don't know, maybe the top corner. I think, you know, is probably a better idea for a tuck spot. And then just put these flowers on, you know, as they are. We'll roll that and we'll glue that down just to make a sort of a nice edge, and then we'll get that stuck on there, but we won't put any glue on it, only on the bottom of the page. I'm going to put some glue on the back of that just so that we can stick it down. You know, I'll just use my grey board so I don't get glue anywhere. We'll stick that down, and then that'll make a nice edge, and we'll see if we can get a little bit of chalk going on. Now I've took the coating off, it might be a bit better. I have to give it some welly though, I tell you, you know, right, really rub it on, because it's that shiny page. What I should have done is sanded it a bit with the nail file, you know, that would have given it that bit of edge then. Because when you do the chalking round the fluffy bit, you know, where you've tore it and you've got that core, it takes, you know, it just takes the colour, the pigment. But of course, the page where it's not been torn, it's still got that shiny coating on. So yeah, it's you've just got to give it a bit more, add a little bit more to it. Yeah, and then what we'll do, we'll stick the flowers on, get a bit of chalk on the flower. If there's any like white that you don't really like the look of, but I mean, there's quite a bit of white around that one where I've fussy cut round it. That one's not so bad. This one's the same. It's got quite a bit of like what they call kiss cut. It's where you don't actually go in real close, you know. But yeah, I think we'll get them glued on now then. I think that'll work. I think it'll look quite nice when they're all on. You know, I mean, it's just basic page, you know. We'll get the glue on the envelope edge, because you don't want to put glue on your page because you don't know where you've got to glue to. And you don't want to be gluing your thing down. I mean, if you haven't got, like I said, if you haven't got the small edge, yeah, just level it up, put a little mark so you can see where you've got to put your Pritt to. Well, your other glue, you know, what other glue you're using, and then get it down, stick it down. Then on the other side, what we'll do is we'll trim it so we've got like a opening Yeah, we've got a nice big opening pocket now, and that hasn't stuck down, so I'm really happy about that. Same with this one. We'll just put glue at the bottom, only a bit, and then a little bit of tacky glue, you know, stick it down flat. So you've got a little tuck spot at the top. It doesn't have to be really deep, you know, it's just for a little tag or something. And then we'll just get these flowers on. Yeah, I think they look really well, really nice the way it's finished off. I'm really pleased with those. And they sort of blend in as well with the colour. Now what I've done here is put this tacky glue on, but I'm going to do the back of the hand trick. Put your glue on and then get your small delicate flowers or whatever you know, die cuts, small die cuts, wherever you've got. You know, it's handy for, like I said, it's, you know, for die cuts, it's handy. And then stick it on. I'll have to wait for that to dry now though, so I haven't got any baby wipes on me or anything. So I'm gonna have a wrinkly skin. I'm gonna have to rub it off. Oh dear, never mind. Yeah, and do the same. That one's not so bad. I can get the Pritt on that one, the glue stick, because it doesn't matter, because it's quite sturdy. It's not gonna go anywhere. If it was a bit flimsy, then it'd be a bit harder. You know, you'd end up damaging your leaves and stuff. So we'll do the glue on the back of the hand again with this one. I'll try and get the glue all over this time. You can't see where the glue is though. Handy if you use the purple stuff, you know, the kids ones. And then all I'm going to do is pop that on there so it's like joined up with the other flower, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that's it. Brilliant. Yeah, it just needs to get a little bit of glue on that bottom bit, but I mean, you could just cut it off if it's not stuck down. There you go. I like that. That's really nice. I really love the way that's finished off. Apart from that side, it's a bit too pale for my liking. We'll get this chalky dust on, and we'll see what we can do. Smudge it in. I'm not going to use a sponge. I'll just use my fingers. Just rub it in and just see what it can do. I think it stuck it down. It's just, I mean, the envelope isn't white. It's like a slob cream. You know, it's a nice porous cream. So it's took the colour really well, and that's got a nice tuck spot. And I think once that's dried, we can get that second signature in. Well, you know, six more envelopes. I think that'll look really nice. We'll cut that off. That'll work. And then we'll take it from there, I reckon. Needs a bit more glue on there. It's not quite stuck down, has it? Yeah, I mean, he was stuck, but I think he just, you know, he weren't having none of it, was he? He just kept peeling off. Yeah, I think we'll trim him off. We may as well, it's just flapping around, isn't it? And then that'll give that a chance to adhere real tight. And then we'll leave it, and then I'll come back to it, and we'll maybe add another signature a bit later on. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep it shut so that it dries real, you know, and we can see where them pages are lying. Right, I'm going to finish my coffee, and I'll come back and see you real soon. Bye.